I've been living in Poland for some time now. It's been almost 4 years, or going over 4 years. And I've spent some time in Uganda. I've spent some time here. And in comparisons to the United States, I've learned one thing is consistent. People cut you in line very often. And as anybody that's been overseas and lived somewhere, you know that this is something that happens more often than not than America. And we need to have an appreciation for American soil because we have a little bit better decorum. If people cut you in America, there's typically, you can get cussed out, you're gonna get yelled at, and you're gonna get embarrassed, right? But in other countries, this is normal. People don't be offended as much about it, right? And when it started happening to me, I started to want to say something about it. When women would do it, men would do it, kids would do it. And then I started to realize these people are stupid. You saw me here in line. You know you probably can't whoop me. But for whatever reason, you want to cut me because you think that, you know, I'm waiting in line. I'm not trying to just go to the front or for whatever reason. So you're a dummy, all right? I can just wait in line and get my turn, right? And a lot of times, a lot of cashiers and stuff, they will encourage it. They know that somebody is cutting in front of you. You've been there, and it will go and help the person that cut in front of you, which is their fault also. But I've realized that such people are stupid. If I wait my extra 2 to 3 minutes, I'll get my stuff and I can move on about my day, right? And this happens not all the time, but enough for me to talk about it. And I want to just switch gears to this situation where we have the brothers in Oxon Hill, Maryland. Now, the brother's there with his girl. Let's stop right there. I'm never with a woman when I'm getting cut. But he's there with his girlfriend waiting for a chicken sandwich. A brother comes in and cuts in front of him. Now, if he did that when the woman not being there, that would be a different story. But he cuts the guy while his woman is there. And shout out to LAR, who talked about this last night on the Brother Pill. That's a big difference. To cut me or something like that while I'm by myself, we might have a few words, something like that. I might not trip as hard. But if you do it in front of my woman, now I have another problem. And the reason is, if I don't check you, a woman right there is going to look at me as I'm a punk. Oh, you going to let this nigga check in front of you, cut in front of you? What kind of nigga am I dealing with? You know? Am I dealing with a dude that's a sucker? Am I dealing with a dude that can't protect me? And if you let that slide and you ever get into an argument later on, oh, you let this nigga cut in front of you in Popeyes. You weak anyway. You scared of other guys. So you're going to deal with that part of the situation. And this brother knows this. So when the guy cut in front of him, you're like, oh, man, damn, I got to check this guy. So he does. Fight ensues, stabbing outside, the guy dies, right? But people think this is all over a chicken sandwich. It's about respect. It could be an iPhone waiting for it. It could be waiting for a bottle of water. It could be waiting for a collard green sandwich. It could be all of that. But you cut in front of me, I got to do something to you now. Is that right? So here's what we need to look at as a group of brothers. Number one thing is this. Even if you confront a guy that's like this, is it worth it? Think about it. I'm going to tell you. You live in America. A lot of crazy people out there, white, black, orange, whatever, but especially in the black community, in these black cities, the DMV, Chicago, Philly, most niggas that's cutting in line like that got something with them. Just that this guy had an unlucky day. Most niggas doing that got a gun. Most niggas doing that got a knife. Most niggas doing that got some homies outside. So you can go ahead and confront them if you want, but when you get outside, you might have 5 or 6 niggas in the car, and they might be packing something, and they ain't trying to hear that, oh, I'm fighting him because he cut me. Nah, you got into it with the homie, so we going to go ahead and rep for him. See, you don't really know. You don't know. And now you're about to put yourself in harm's way because you're dealing with this dude who's a damn idiot. And that's one of the things that brothers got to really understand. A lot of these guys that you're encountering are crazy. Crazy, deranged people. Don't got it all up here. So if the nigga cut you like that in the line, you gotta think about it. Man, this nigga, is this somebody even worth talking to, my nigga? Probably not. It's better for you to wait your little 1 to 2 minutes, let the nigga cut you, and go on about your business. Because people like that are stupid. I don't argue with stupid people like that. I'm trying to get home that night. I'm not going to die or get into no damn physical altercation over nobody that's stupid. If they dumb in 2019, you talking to them ain't going to make them smarter. They're going to still be stupid. Now, let me say this. If we want to do it the right way, conflict resolution, and a brother cuts you and you want to confront him, we always start at the lowest interval of energy when dealing with crazy niggas. All right? I know some of y'all gonna think that this is about being a punk. No, it's not. And like Tony Macy always said, this is about black male ego, right? If I'm gonna talk to this dude, no matter how big or small he is, I'm gonna say, excuse me, my brother, I don't know if you saw, but I was in line. I'm standing there in line, brother. I don't know if you saw it. I was here. Well, I was here first, brother. So I just wanted to let you know that, you actually stepped in front of me. This is a respectful way of doing things because you've actually told the brother that he has done something to you that was wrong, and two, you've done it in a respectful manner while keeping your dignity. So let me go over that. You've allowed him to keep his dignity. You have kept yours. And you've done it in a way that you're not trying to pump fear into him, but you're trying to let him know, hey, my brother, I was here first. Usually a guy like that will be like, oh, okay. My bad, brother. So, you might be able to say, hey, man, I'm here first, but if you want me to order you something, I can order you something. And that way you don't have to wait. Oh, that's a bet. Okay. You might gain a friend from the encounter. But see, even if you right and he's wrong, and you go and you try to embarrass that dude in front of all these people, Popeyes, Apple Store, he don't have no choice but to come back and say something, do something. Because a lot of these niggas, all they got is their reputation. Shout out to Tony Macy. See me, nigga, I'm not no gangster. I'm not no gang member. I'm not no dope boy. I'm not no street nigga. I'm an educated dude, right? I'm not saying that street dudes can't be educated, but I never made my stilo ain't never been I'm a nigga that's gonna fight you. I will fight. Don't get it twisted. But that ain't what I'll do. That's not my thing. That's not what I'm known for. I'm known for using my head a little bit more. Okay. I'm known doing stuff more intellectual than physical. So that's what I do, right? But some guys, all they have is a reputation. So even when they're wrong, they gotta come back and say something, do something, and that's gonna end bad. Especially if you get two niggas who got egos. That's a bad thing waiting to happen. So the way you approach this thing is important. But last but not least, black men must learn how to have respect for one another. Because if we had respect for one another, we would have two black families right now that wouldn't be grieving over one dead and one going to prison. All right? If we can learn to do that. If we can learn to respect other brothers like we want to be respected, we won't have no problem. If you respect me like I respect you, then I'm not going to do nothing to you that I wouldn't want somebody to do to me. We can live in more safer neighborhoods like that. We can live in more safer communities like that. We can make a lot more money together like that. And the reason why is because we are basically respecting each other. And black men are going to have a hard time with this. But we got to keep working and pushing the goals. So like I said, this is my situation from the black male point of view. And so guys, let me know what you think. Subscribe, hit the bell. Thank you for the brothers supporting us on patreon.com/Negro Manosphere. First comment to the top, right? $5 a month. The reason why is black male content is important. And we need your support for NegroManosphere.com, my website, to help keep expanding it and helping it grow. Just $5 a month. And for us to keep bringing black male content in other forms, we have a new ebook that will come out by the end of the year, hopefully, or at the beginning of next year. So we want to keep doing things to bring black men together, right? So make sure you guys support us on patreon.com. Be a part of the NegroManosphere.com fraternity, supporting black men. Every African-American man should be a Patreon to NegroManosphere.com. Doesn't make any sense, right? Because we're one of the few people that are still talking about black male issues day in and day out, and brothers supported, okay? And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.